Over the last 12 months, the multitude of hot-button issues has risen dramatically. Many will point to the rise in social media, while others will point out that our country is governed by a toddler who is aimlessly looking for his babas. Tonight, we seek out the people and personalities who have been instrumentally involved with the current political and social climate. Some of them have recently taken center stage with the Ann Arbor Civic Theater. Our guests tonight will be asked the tough, important questions that will hopefully move the national dialogue in the right direction. I have a math problem for you. Science plus women equals what?
That's not an equation.
Sorry. Do you feel the accessibility of the internet is having a positive or negative influence on the participation of women in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
I'm not sure what you mean by the internet.
What types of factors do you feel that influence whether a woman is going to participate in those fields?
The fields of science and mathematics are much too saturated with men. Perhaps if we were invited to study those topics instead of cross-stitch and painting tables and even to some extent the waltz, there would be many more of us in the sciences. Have you been to Eton or Oxford or Cambridge?
No.
I would not be permitted to go to school there. So when you're talking about the sciences and the low participation of women in the sciences, you realize it's not a low percentile, it's nothing.
I see.
I've been very fortunate to work with Septimus Hodge.
Septimum?
Septimus.
Septimus?
Septimus. Yes.
Okay. Was he a influence for you in your passion for the sciences?
The equation that I'm discovering is my own. I've had more of an influence over him. When people learn about me later, they'll only think of him because he was my tutor, not the other way around.
One of the bigger issues resonating across our country is immigration. What do you think about the idea of building a wall to better protect our border?
Wall? Where would wall go?
It would go up. They would build a wall, and again, it's like this. It's a line, and then there are like a fence that surrounds it to protect, so people don't get in.
America.
Across the ocean.
America. Whoa.
Do you think that refugees pose a threat to our national security here in America?
America pose danger to refugees.
Oh, how so?
America make many refugees.
If you were in charge of ICE, what would you change about the current tactics being employed?
Smaller cubes.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Which flag Luigi like best?
I don't know.
Can't tell. It's a tie.
Our next guest is an antagonist in the world of children's education. Due to his job profession, he asked that we hide his face in order to conceal his identity. Social media has more power today on the influence of children than it ever has, specifically with the availability of platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. How has the rise of these social media sites affected your job performance?
I love to creep into these young people's houses, but find that they act just like scared little mouses. They're scared to see cats who wear big floppy hats, but are fine with these POV Nazis and rats. I wear all these costumes I think I look cute in, but fear that I've just been mistaken for Putin.
After the Senate hearings with the CEOs of Facebook and Twitter, do you believe that these companies are doing enough to protect the privacy of its users?
Don't ask me that question. It's wrong. It's absurd. They've confirmed a new SCOTUS who's just a small turd. But don't be alarmed. That douchebag will show that all you young people don't have any rights anymore.
That didn't rhyme.
Well, you try talking in anapestic quadrimeter all the time. And rhyming too. It ain't easy, bub.
If you were to create a social media website, what would it look like?
My site would have links so you all could go vote, because that's how we'll throw all these jerks off the boat. So make sure your registration's all up to date, because the fascists are here and they ain't gonna wait.
Are you a proponent of the Affordable Care Act? And if so, what parts do you agree with? Well, how do you feel about the Republicans' attempts to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act? Would you support the continued inclusion of pre-existing conditions under any future health care proposal, even if that means higher taxes for your family? Medicare for All is getting quite a lot of push by the progressive Democrats who are currently winning primaries across the country. Would you support a candidate whose platform featured a Medicare for All provision? Good. Thank you. Yep, okay. The concept of bullying has been around for generations, but recently there has been a lot of push from schools to advocate against it and make it a far more topical issue than in years past. What is it about being a bully that gives you pleasure in ridiculing or demeaning others?
Oh, pleasure? I love being a bully. Just seeing that look in their eyes when, the fear, those white eyes. Oh, that's what really gets me going. It's what gets me through my day. Like, I love crushing a beer, love hanging out with the guys, but seeing that's what I like.
When you say crush a beer, I just want to make sure I have this correct. You're still in high school?
Yeah, I drink beer. I drink a lot of beer. Do you drink beer?
That's not the point. What sorts of repercussions would steer you away from bullying others?
What's repercussion mean again?
To deter you.
Well, if there was someone that could actually bully me, like, my dad can, afraid of him, but, at school, no one can bully me. I'm top dog. I'm the middle linebacker at Westerberg High. Go Rottweilers.
Tell me what your favorite thing about bullying is.
Those big white eyes, they're cowering in the corner, a little shiver, It gets the blood pumping, maybe.
What do you think about our president?
Oh, Trump? I love him. He's my sort of guy, in your face, He knows how to talk to the ladies, too. Oh, yeah. Good guy. Great guy, actually.
Would you say he's a role model to you?
Absolutely. I got a Trump poster on my wall. Hangs over my bed, too.
What else do you have over your bed?